How's it? Welcome back everybody. Brother Kimo here with Reload Hawaii. If you're in the market for a 1911 but don't want to spend a lot of money but still want all the features of some of the higher end models, stay tuned as we check out this guy right here. It's a 1911 made by Metro Arms, made in the Philippines. Yes, there it is, Metro Arms 1911. This is their trophy model. They got a couple different lines in the American Classic lineup, and this can be considered, I guess, their premium pistol, but it's got everything, man. If you were to put all of this stuff on a Colt or a Springfield, that thing is going to cost over $3,000. And I know it's not one of those, but this thing shoots just as well. I swear it. We're going to see that a little bit later on. And that is kind of the reason I'm bringing these videos up to front, because, you know, when I first started shooting, you know, a lot of people have their preconceived notions over, you know, which one is better, like Springfield or, you know, Rock Island Armory, which is awesome, or, you know, Remington. And they don't really give the little guys a chance to kind of stand out and shine. And I'll tell you what, man, the Arms Corps video I did, the other 1911 made in the Philippines, just really quick, Manila, all you Filipinos in the house, what's up, magandang umagas, man, what's up, you buggos? The Arms Corps one's really good, and those pistols were cheap for a while, but now I think they're getting the recognition that they deserve. They have a very nice processing plant in Las Vegas, and they're getting a lot of recognition. So I hope very soon Metro Arms, that's being imported by Eagle Imports, you know, will get up that high. Even this guy here, which we're going to use for comparisons, this Tisas, you know, Tisas and Gersan, they had really interesting booths at SHOT Show. And, you know, this thing went against a Springfield. I put that link on the bottom, and it held its own at half the price, actually more than half the price. So seriously, give this guy a good look. Let me tell you a little bit about it. I could not wipe the smile off my face when shooting this guy because the value is so good and it was so accurate. The only malfunctions I had were because my overall length of my reloads were a little bit long. It wouldn't go into battery. That was maybe like 10 to 15 rounds, but other than that, the ones that were sized correctly were absolutely perfect. But here we go. So basically, the frame here is a 4140 hammer forged slide, 4140 frame, and you got the hard chrome finish on here. And let me go over the things that you're going to get with one of these versus one of these guys. And this is kind of an example of what a basic stripped down GI model is. And it's going to lessen the cost if you go with one of these versus these. So here we go. Let's go with the sights first. So you can see here that the plain bladed sight in the front. This guy is adjustable for windage but not elevation. This guy has a fiber optic front sight right there, and is a Novak style rear, which is adjustable for windage and elevation. Let me flip them over so we can have a look at the ejection ports, because this is what your standard 1911 ejection port would look like. There's no flaring here. It's pretty high cut. This one is a little bit lower, as you can see here. Goes a little bit lower, and there is a flaring there, so that it's a newer type of feature that's put on there to help the ejection of brass, which I don't know if it makes a difference because I haven't had anything get stuck in here yet. Since we got this one up, you can see the difference in the serrations here, front and rear, and they're very deep. This guy's very light, very tiny, only on the rear, nothing on the front. And you notice the difference in the plugs here. This is a standard recoil system here. This one uses the reverse plug system, and it's the first time I shot one of these, and it makes the recoil a lot softer. I didn't think I would notice a difference, but it does, and it feels a little bit weird because I'm not used to it. This is a skeletonized trigger with an adjustment screw for pre-travel here. Got grooves cut in here. This guy here is basically just a standard trigger. It does have grooves in it, but no adjustment for the trigger here. Plastic grips. These wood grips are okay. The first time I've held scaled grips in my hands, they're kind of smooth. But for people with smaller hands, it's very comfortable. But you know, if I was going to keep this guy, I'd probably get something a little more aggressive so I can get some grip in there when your hands start sweating around. You can see here that the safety is ambidextrous on both sides. This standard GI model only has it on the left side here. And I kind of prefer it like this. It's a little bit slimmer. If I was going to carry it, it would sit so close to my body. Yeah, checkered mainspring housing. You know, it's got some light lining here. Not a big deal for me if it did have or it didn't. They also both do not have checkering on the front strap, which some people really love, but I don't really mind that it's not there on both. If you flip them all the way around, you notice that there is a slight mag wall in here. It's beveled just a little bit in here. It's flared just a tad versus the standard version, of course, that's just kind of flat like that. What am I missing here? Oh, and the magazine release here is pretty flat. If you compare it to this magazine release here, you'll see that it is a lot higher. Extended magazine release. That's pretty much it. You know, those are all. Oh, I forgot about the big ones back here. So you got a plain hammer spur back here, and you got your skeletonized hammer, which I don't really like how they put the MA in there. I think that looks kind of goofy. But you know, you got some texturing up here so you can grip it. But the skeletonized hammer and the extended beaver tail. This is one of my favorite inventions here. You know, a lot of target shooters like to hold that thing. It gives you a better base for when you're trying to hold your shots versus the standard 1911 grip safety that provides a little bit of area and support there, but not as much as the extended beaver tail. But yeah, it's fully loaded 1911 here for, you know, I got it for 450 bucks. You can probably pick it up for $500 if you find a good deal on the internet, but awesome, really awesome. So let's have a look at how much the overall weight of the pistol is. We'll have a look at the trigger pull and see what kind of accuracy I got out of it. I mean, talking right out of the box. All right, I'm gonna call that 2.6 pounds, okay? Here come the trigger pull results, 4.13 pounds. I'm gonna round that down to 4. That's a killer trigger for a bargain 1911. Accuracy results, 25 yards slow fire. These targets are 7 inches across, 11 inches high. That's not bad. Here's the 10-inch target. Nice grouping I had going on there at 12 o'clock, and then as I fire, kept going, kept sucking. Anyway, $550 to $600. This is Metro Arms American Classic Trophy Model. Man, what a great bargain. If you can find one, because these are selling out all over the place, you should buy one. Anyway, guys, that's the ending of the review. I hope you found it useful if you're trying to make a decision which 1911 to buy. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And if you liked the video, give me the thumbs up. And as always, I will catch you later.